Hey, good afternoon, everybody. You're in First Appearance Magistrate Court. My name is Judge Kim Malika. Today you're going to be informed of the charges and we're going to determine if there's probable cause. Today is not your trial day. Please do not talk about the facts of your case. Everything's being recorded. You have a right to an attorney. We have Mr. Romero at the main jail and we have Mr. Saunders to my right in the courtroom from the Public Defender's Office. We also have Assistant State Attorney Eric Linder. If you have a private attorney, please let me know. Mr. Amoroso, when you're ready, let me know. We'll call your case. Glad you got our message. Jonathan Brown, what page is that? Page 1. I have a PC. Is that from this morning or Eric? What's that from?
Jonathan Brown, come on up. He's here at main judge.
No problem. I don't have his top sheet. Huh? Hey, Madam Clerk, do we have a top sheet? This is just an out-of-state hold. All right, because I don't have a top sheet, we can still do them and let the clerk get it. All right, so Mr. Brown, good afternoon. You have an out-of-state hold out of Georgia. Appears to be for a fraud charge. You have a no bond hold. We'll see you in extradition court Tuesday or Thursday. Next week, it's just going to be one time, I believe. So you're going to be held no bond. Thank you, sir. Good luck to you. I gave you the sheet so you can fill it out. Okay. Terry Washington.
Comment, Your Honor.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Washington. You have a habeas misdemeanor, $250 bond. Obstruction by false name. Court does find probable cause. Does he want to resolve his case today?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay.
Okay. What's your offer, State? What does he have for 1 and 3, by the way, before we resolve his case?
It's a municipal ordinance on this case, and I don't
Oh, it is. All right, sir. What does he have for 1 and 3? You ready after this? Do you need to talk to your client? Right there. Judge Tudor had it installed just for you guys.
He's got a no bond hold on felonies and a $750 bond on a felony theft.
All right, so you know what? Because you have your other cases, I don't want to, this could affect your scoring. I'll tell you what I'll do. You have a no bond hold. So I'll just do a $1 bond. And you can go before your division judge tomorrow at 8:30, but talk to them about this potentially, or talk to your public defender about it affecting your sentencing if you admit or found guilty of the charges, the felony charges. Okay, sir?
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Ivory Moreland, please.
He's here present, Judge.
Main jail. Okay, Mr. Moreland. You have operating without a valid license, or it has driving while license is suspended. It's operating without a valid license. Court does find probable cause for your arrest. Does you want to resolve your case?
He does, Judge.
Okay. State, you have an offer?
One moment, Judge.
Talk to him about the $293 in court costs, Mr. Romero.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Your Honor, the offer would be 5 days. He had 3 DWLSs in 2017. He was actually driving on a habitual traffic offender, 5-year suspension at the time of this offense.
All right, so 5 days, Broward County Jail, credit for time served. Would you like to take it?
No, not at this time, Judge.
Okay. All right. So he's gonna go before Judge, Wren tomorrow. Thank you. Walter Kendrick.
Judge, Mr. Kendrick bonded.
Thank you, Mr. Romero. Court finds probable cause. Jose Vergara.
Bonded as well.
Thank you. Court finds probable cause. Rafael Gomez, please.
Mr. Gomez is here present, Judge.
Main jail, thank you.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Gomez, you have a capious misdemeanor for driving while license is suspended. $100 bond. Court finds probable cause. What say you?
Judge, he wishes to resolve this case today.
Documented offer from the state is a withhold court cost.
Withhold court cost $293, 6 months to pay. Does he want to do it? And did you explain it to him? And how does he want to plead if so?
I did explain it to him, Judge. He wishes to accept the state's offer, and he's gonna get out today. Yes, sir. And he'll be pleading no contest, Judge.
Okay, withhold $293 and court cost 6 months to pay, partial payments. Court takes judicial notice of time served in the Broward County Jail. Thank you, sir. Good luck to you, okay? DeMarcus Francois.
Mr. Francois is here present, Judge. He advised me he has private counsel.
Hold on one moment.
Okay.
Attorney is 612-3358.
30 what?
3358.
I'm gonna contact your attorney right now.
3358.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so why don't we do, what's his name?
Maha Holman,
Spell the last name.
Holman.
Oh, Holman, okay. All right, so let him have a seat, and let's take Mr. Amoroso, because he's ready.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
And we'll take you, sir, right after this. Good afternoon. Nice to see you, Mr. Amoroso.
Nice to see you, Judge.
Okay, so Mr. Adika, you have purchased methamphetamine, $3,500. It's a second-degree felony. Court does find probable cause. What say you, Mr. Amoroso?
Judge, I'm not contesting the finding of probable cause. $3,500 seems a little steep for $35 worth of crystal meth, apparently.
So tell me what it is you're asking for.
$1,000 bond?
Okay.
I think 3,500 is pretty reasonable considering he's out on a strong arm robbery and an offense involving wearing a bulletproof vest.
Pardon?
He's on pre-trial for that case from 2016.
Are you representing him on this one?
I am.
What's his bond and what's his...
It's an old case. The state's made a plea offer that includes supervision. The sticking point has been, until today, whether it's an adjudication or not. He doesn't, on that case, and even with this charge, Judge, I don't think he's going to be scoring mandatory prison. We have a court date of January 22nd, which is one of those, either you got a fish or cut bait. It's either going to be a plea or it's going to go to trial. Mr. Adika and I have discussed that case.
Is he on a GPS here?
No.
His bond was $16,000 in that case. It appears, at least previously, within a few months ago, there was already an issue with Mr. Adika calling in to pretrial. They prepared a warrant for Judge Coleman that he was not calling in and they didn't know where his whereabouts were. Judge Coleman, though, declined to sign the warrant.
Yes, Samuels and I speak on a monthly basis. I remind Matthew that he's got to keep making the phone calls. There was a period of time when he changed his number, so when he was calling from this new number, it wasn't registering to him. And everything that Mr. Linder said is absolutely true. A warrant was submitted to Judge Coleman. He didn't sign it at the time.
All right, well, there's not gonna be a problem with him calling in because I'm gonna put him on a GPS level too. So, in case number 16739, 3 CF10A, for this, I am gonna, revoke his pretrial, but I'm gonna put him on GPS level 2. And I'm gonna do, $1,000 bond he's gonna have to pay. And in this one, the new case, the purchase of methamphetamine, I'll do a $1,500 bond and GPS level 2, okay? So it's a total of $2,500.
So an additional 1,000 with GPS and level 2 on the old case, and 1,500 level 2 GPS on the new case.
Yes, and he has to pay his bonds first before they'll fit him with the GPS, and they'll have to confirm his address. I don't know who he lives with or, but pretrial needs a name and number. If it's, you know, whoever's on the lease or if it's a home. I mean, obviously, if he's on a deed or something, then they can just look it up through BCPA. Is that correct? Yes, okay, so, pardon?
The name.
Well, if it's on, does he own the home or who does he live there with? Tell me the situation. I mean, if it's on BCPA, they really shouldn't have to call a neighbor, I mean, but.
Where are you calling home nowadays?
I live with a friend in Hollywood. I rent a room. The only issue is currently I don't have a job, and I have job interviews lined up with the GPS level 2. I don't know how I'm going to actively look for a job without having to, there's no problem. Me and Samuels, I've called in twice a week nowadays. I had a mental issue. I had a little bit of time I had to take off. I've always reported. I've never not fleed. So as far as the level 2 is concerned, I don't mind wearing a GPS monitor. I would really appreciate it if I had the opportunity to go and actually actively look for a job and go on job interviews. Because, for example, I just got hired, or I just got an interview for Season 52, and there's another restaurant in Miami where they said, please come in tomorrow at 2:30. If I'm on a level 2 monitor, there's no possible way that I'm going to be able to confirm with my pretrial that.
All right, I'll do an open schedule. Okay? That's the best, so you better, who does he live, he's gotta give the name and number of the person.
Yes. And again, Ms. Samuels should have that information, I would assume.
Do you have that information? Okay, then it's verified. Then all he has to do is pay the bond.
Very good.
Okay,
Your
so
Honor,
his
thank
address
you.
is verified. Thank you, have a nice holiday.
You too, Judge.
You too. Nice seeing you. Yorick Scott, I think your client wants to say something to you. Mr. Amoroso? Mr. Amoroso?
Yes, Your Honor.
Call your client, he wants to talk to you. For what?
You only have an address? You don't
What's
have a
the name of the person who you live with, sir? Hit the button. I can't hear you, you turned it off. Hold on, Mr. Amoroso, give me 1 second. Hit the middle button again. Do you have a pen and paper? I hear it hitting, like I hear it going on and off. I don't hear you. Do you hear me?
Great.
You need to be plugged in with the other side of the plug.
It's plugged in.
No, the other side.
What?
Is it plugged in? Well, no, it's gotta be plugged in, because we hear the clicking.
Plugged in.
Say hello, hello, hello.
No,
I hear the clicking. We don't have a backup?
Hello.
Why don't you unplug it and put it in again? All right, so Mr. Amoroso, just, do you need a pen and paper?
What do you need me to write down?
We need the person, what do you need pre-trial? Their name and number? What's the address you have?
I have a 4436 8th Street, Hollywood, 3302.
Here. Confirm this is his address, Mr. Amoroso, come on up.
Do pre-trial, Judge. You've done plenty already.
You sure?
Absolutely.
All right.
It's on
He'll
him.
get out tomorrow or the next day. Just letting you know, I'm not gonna be here after Friday, that's why I'm,
He's got the information. The microphone isn't working.
Second look on Friday.
Put some responsibility on him.
Nothing I can do.
well, I was trying, but the microphone's not working. Huh? I mean, if that's where he's been living, just verify his address with him, that should be enough. Okay? All right, so we gonna do the phone deal? Let's see.
Video.
There's a problem with the mic at the jail,
Which jail, Judge?
Maine.
Main jail?
And it's funny because I keep hearing them hit the, you know, like when they hit that middle button,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know if it's because they've been hitting it a lot.
Is it not working at all, Judge, or is it just,
It's not working at all.
all right?
And the deputy, you plug, see when he pushes it, I
Yeah.
hear like the,
Right? The push to mute.
yeah, and the deputy hit it a couple times. And it's plugged in.
Yeah. Okay.
Can someone go over there?
Yeah, I'll send Pat over.
All right, Pat's
It'll
coming
take a couple
over.
minutes.
That's fine, deputy, Pat, the audio person's coming over, okay? Thank you.
Okay, all right, Judge.
All right. Who do we have at Paul Ryan?
Really, Your Honor, it's Rico from yesterday. That's not coming up.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, hold on. Never mind, I got it, okay. Huh? Thanks. Okay, I'm sorry, what's your name, sir?
Benny, Terrell Benny.
Oh, we had you yesterday.
Yes, ma'am.
Why did we reset this? I forgot.
Ryan was gonna look into if there's a, he said he doesn't have a drug or alcohol problem.
Oh, yes. Mr. Sanders, you're up.
I
They
tried
were
to call a
gonna-
few places. Salvation Army itself, right now, it doesn't have any beds available, but perhaps if we send him to the CRC, they might be able to link him
I'm
with.
not gonna do that with this one.
No?
He's gotta have some place that he can go and live.
Okay. That's the only thing I can think of. I tried to call the Salvation Army. They have shelter, which then can sometimes turn into 30, 60, and 90-day programs, but they're all filled.
Yes.
So that's all. I don't know anything else.
How can I get this case resolved?
Is it felony?
Yes.
We don't resolve felonies here, sir. We have to wait.
I know, but he wants to know how he can get it resolved because he was arrested 12/12. So he wants to know, he wants to resolve it in his felony division is what he's saying.
Is it filed?
He was
I
arrested.
have no idea,
He was arrested a week ago.
so probably not.
Oh, I don't know anything about this guy, so let me look.
What is his prior history? Just to remind me again, I forgot.
Resolved two other thefts within the past, well, he's had two other thefts within the past few months.
Yeah,
And I think when he was arrested on this felony theft, he had a capias for one of the other thefts that he resolved in front of Judge Gottlieb on the 17th.
So you don't have an alcohol or cannabis problem, at least?
Yeah, I drink.
Okay, well,
But do you drink to excess? I mean, I just don't want to send him somewhere because he drinks.
I mean, people's definition of what, definition of what varies. I mean, do you feel as though, you drink every day, or how often do you drink?
Every day.
Would you be willing to not drink every day if we got you a program?
Yes.
Okay, sounds like you may, a lot of people don't want to acknowledge that they have a substance abuse problem. That doesn't mean that they don't.
Listen, if he wants to go to a treatment program, I just don't want to waste anybody's time. And I don't want him to go, you know, if he needs a place to live.
What do you drink every day when you drink? Spirits or, what is it?
Vodka.
Vodka every day. How much every day?
Much every day.
Yeah, how much? Pint?
Yeah, like a pint.
You don't consider that a problem?
Thank you.
No?
I mean,
Sit
yeah.
down, Michelle.
Yeah. But would you want to quit or no?
Yes, of course.
Not just saying that just to get out of custody, but you're actually saying you actually would like to quit drinking that much?
Yes.
Pint a day of vodka. I mean, that doesn't seem like wasted resources to me. So, would you want to, trying to think where, I mean, if you order them House of Hope, I can send them an application and understanding they won't come until probably Tuesday. When is Christmas?
Or he could go to a sober home.
But he's gonna have to pay at a sober home if he's.
Well, he's going to have to get a job.
Well, it's not that
I
simple.
love that. To get a job.
If somebody's committing multiple grand thefts, it seems to me probably that it might be hard to come up with some resources. And if we order him, he'd probably get picked up on the 26th after Christmas, and I'll facilitate getting him an application. But that's like a halfway house. It's dual diagnosis, but it doesn't have to be. But I mean, that'd
You
be.
know what,
that'd be
Mr. Saunders, this is your client.
Yeah.
You get to, he could go to a halfway house probably within the next couple of days or after Christmas.
Yeah.
He could go to House of Hope, but he's gonna have to make a 3-month, 6-month commitment for there.
3-month commitment. Would you be willing to make a commitment for 3 months there?
Yeah, I'll do it.
You do it? Okay. Judge, if we order him to House of Hope, I'll get paperwork out to him and refer him and see if we can get him picked up the 26th. Is it level 2, Judge?
No, he's to stay at the program, but I'll do an open schedule.
Okay.
Custody to House of Hope. Thank you, sir.
Well,
Good luck.
thank you.
Yes. All right, let me just make sure. Who do we have at Conte?
Hello, Your Honor, we have John Farrell, and the only, motion for release.
I'm sorry, who? The mic is out at the main jail, so we'll call all your cases.
Okay, I only got 2.
Who was the last client?
Franklin Lowry,
Is that on the main docket or the,
no, it's the, second look 30 day.
okay? Okay, hello, Mr. Lowry.
John Farrell.
Okay, John Farrell's $1,000 bond, grand theft, second look per judge. What say you, defense?
Sure. I haven't had a chance to talk to him yet, but can you afford a monetary bond at this point or no?
18.
At $100
152,
to a bondsman? You don't have a residence or any family down here?
No.
Okay.
How long have you been down here?
I've been down here my whole life. My mom just recently passed in August.
So sorry. What about family members or anything?
I don't have any family down here.
Your Honor, he's had his second look reset all week. I mean, I guess there was something else the court was looking into as an alternative.
Yeah. You don't have there's no you have a substance abuse
Why
problem?
were you coming back again today? Was it to check on something?
You wouldn't release me 2 days ago because I had nowhere to go. I'm homeless. You were going to look for a Salvation Army program.
Not me, actually, because you don't have a drug issue or alcohol?
No.
Not even cannabis or alcohol at all?
No.
Okay.
I haven't drank in over 10 years.
I see.
Where can you go live? I mean, I just can't lay you out on the street again.
I mean, can we try to link him at CRC? Did you have the same reservations? I mean, has he recently picked up grand thefts as well, like the other guy? Or what was the concern?
What's the situation, State?
I'd have to look, Your Honor. Frankly, I don't remember. I mean,
I don't either. He initially refused and asked him to self-report.
Sometimes deputies refuse for him. So, but let's not let that be the guiding post. Okay, well, I'm not saying, but I mean, it sounds like you're weighing that into consideration.
Fact that is on the paperwork. That's all. I'm just trying to get through this. I'm the one that said it for a second look, Austin.
I understand.
I'm not here to hurt your client.
Been to the CRC before, or any Broward Outreach or Salvation Army program or anything like that?
No.
Did you recently become homeless because of the death of your mother? Yes. And that happened when?
In August.
In August, okay. So you've been on the street since August?
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
What do you do to support yourself?
I just go to food banks.
Do you have?
Oh, that's right. He
have
doesn't work.
Huh?
He doesn't work. I think he was panhandling or something, if I remember.
Do you have a disability check coming in or anything like that?
No, I don't.
No. Okay.
I just recently got into the wheelchair.
Your Honor, I remember, I think one of the court's concerns were, he was arrested in September for a burglary at Levi Lebanese restaurant.
Oh, that's right. He went
And
in.
it ended up being declined.
What did they steal again?
A lot of liquor.
Was there other people, or what was going on?
There were 3 guys involved in it, according to the report.
And they went into the restaurant and took a whole bunch of liquor.
He was in a wheelchair at that time?
No.
I don't remember.
So I think that's probably a mitigating factor to take in consideration. If we try and link in with the CRC, I'm not sure if it's going to be just like a 24-hour.
Here's the thing. He can go there for 24 hours, but if they don't have something for him. Salvation Army has nothing?
They said they don't have any beds available, which makes sense since it's leading up
What
to
about
Christmas.
BOC?
I haven't called them yet. I didn't have a chance.
All right,
But
call BOC.
okay.
We'll see you in a second.
But most of the time, if you send them to CRC, isn't it going to link them if they do have beds at CRC? I mean, I'm going to call regardless.
Where's your client, Mr. McLawrence?
He's over at the Conte facility, Judge.
All right, we'll see you in a second, sir. Deputy, don't send him back. Other person from Conti, please. Who is it?
Lowry.
Is he on the second look, or where is
So
he?
he's on the PM docket. He was on page 2.
You guys are referring to 2 different people. Franklin Lowry
This
is
is
a...
Lowry on the 30-day. Mr. Lawrence is a Terry Washington.
Oh, I thought you said you had 2 people left.
I do. We already did Terry Washington. Let's get called back.
Okay. What is your name, sir?
Franklin Lowry.
Okay, let us just do him for 1 second. So, this a motion for ROR?
Yes, we have not filed an information. He's entitled to an ROR.
All right, sir, you're entitled to a release.
Oh, you know what charges, ma'am?
Tell him. Possession with intent to sell, manufacture,
Ma'am?
and deliver cocaine, heroin, drug paraphernalia.
Who's calling?
Per the state,
Hey, if I don't answer, it's because I'm doing something. What's up?
information not filed.
Okay, tell me.
Ma'am, can I ask you a question? Those for the two $2,500 bonds and the $100.
No,
Okay.
no, this is on, one moment, Judge.
It's not an emergency. I thought it was an emergency. Kind of-
He's looking it up, sir, okay?
Oh, okay. What's?
Ivy, what's his bond
Owen?
for Mr. Franklin Lowry?
It was,
Count one, the possession with intent is 2,500,
2,500 on the possession with intent.
and 2,500 on count possession with intent.
Possession with intent on the heroin, 2,503 is no charge. $100.
Is that what you RR me on, right?
Yep.
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Is there
That's
anything
all.
else holding him?
no.
All right, but here's the thing. That doesn't mean that the state can't file charges in the future, okay? All right, you can look online for your court date. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, who's the next person?
That's Terry
Terry
Washington,
Washington,
Judge.
Okay, and where is he?
He's at contact.
No, I understand. Which
He's on-
docket? I have 5
He's on
dockets in
page 2
front
of
of
the
me.
PM docket.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
Just a minute.
You already did it, ma'am.
Okay, we did him.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that he has.
Can I have his paperwork back?
He has representation, Judge, because he's got some, he's got a felony violation of pretrial release. And he
I
has some
thought-
other stuff going on, and I didn't want him to just.
I just had a VOP. I didn't have
No.
a pretrial.
You set his bond at $1.
$1.
copies, you said it out.
That's what I was gonna ask you to do, but I just wanted to make sure he had representation on the MO case.
Yeah, $1. It's a capias. Did you get it before?
No. That's
How
fine.
come you weren't appointed before?
I don't know, Judge.
Okay, so do you need a copy? Anybody else for you?
No, that's it, Judge. Thank you.
You're welcome, Mr. McLawrence. Have a good day. All right, nobody else at Conti except that one man?
Correct.
Did you call BOC? Can you call?
Sorry, I couldn't get, I don't know if I have the right number.
Look up Broward Outreach Center. Where are they located? In Fort Lauderdale?
They have a few different, in Pompano and a few different locations.
So we're gonna find the number for you since you can't find it.
Okay.
Your Honor,
Yes.
I just want to get out.
Well, yeah, you and everybody else in the.
I know,
in the
sir,
jail.
everybody wants to get out of jail, but here's the thing. You don't have the best, and I don't want you to talk to me about the facts of your case, but you don't have the best history. So, you know, that's the problem. And you don't have a place to live. You know, go to food banks for food, and I don't have a problem with that, but it should just keep committing crimes. And it's like, your attorney can explain it to you, Mr. Saunders, but we're trying to find a place for you to live.
Okay, I found 3 different numbers. No, Hollywood and Pompano. I'm gonna call them now, Judge.
Okay. All right. So he's gonna call now, sir. We'll be right back. Did anybody come from the main jail yet, Mr. Romero? No. Well, they should be there soon. Maybe unplug it. You need a backup. I don't know what happened. Who dropped it? So maybe you should drop it on the floor again and see if it works. Try it again. Hit it a little, seriously. Maybe there's a short. I hear it moving. Say hello. No, hit it again.
sometimes you have to like lift it up and hit it down on the thing. No, not like that. Just lift it up, like tilt it up.
Just speak.
Tilt it up.
But you just press it one
There's
time.
no words being
He's
spoken.
saying bang it a little.
But when it bangs, it makes
Tilt it up.
Put it down like you bang your hand on a table.
Tilt it up a little bit.
No,
Tilt it up a little bit. No, not like that. Tilt it back. Put it on the podium, please. Put it on the podium.
Press the button.
Tilt it back.
Kiefer, I can only watch this point. What the hell?
You can hear it more.
Because sometimes if you tilt it back and then hit it back down, it'll start.
This guy looks like he wants to try it.
Yeah.
I know. Maybe there.
What's the number?
7714.
Magistrate.
Hi, it's Judge Malika. Can they bring the phone over? Let's do it with phones.
1 second, Judge. She wants to do it by phone.
Hello?
Hi.
Oh, hey, Judge. Oh, yeah. Are we here? Let me try and move the phone closer.
Don't break the phone.
Move that. The wire again.
Is this really happening?
You gotta be resourceful.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes. I hear like a...
All right, but I think you can hear me from here.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can.
All right, so who has Yorick Scott?
There he is.
Yorick, this is Yorick. We have state of the art. Okay, Mr. Scott, good morning, good afternoon, sir. You have tamper with or fabricate physical evidence, $1,000 bond. If you can't hear me at any time, Mr. Romero, let me know. Robbery, no firearm or weapon, $7,500. Counts 3, 4, 5, and 6 are out of county holds for felony, not for magistrate. One is a $4,500 bond, no bond hold, $100,000 and $15,000. Then he has a grand theft. Counts 7 and 8 between $300 and $5,000, $1,000 each. 9 is grand theft between $5,000 and $10,000. Count 10 is grand theft between $300 and $5,000, $1,000 bond. Court's going to order no return to the Home Depot at 750 University Drive, Coral Springs, Florida. Court's going to order no return to the Home Depot, 60 Southwest 12th Ave in Deerfield Beach. The other one is the Home Depot in Pembroke Pines, 11001 Pines Boulevard, Pembroke Pines. Looking for the victim's name. Khalib Medina and Eric Knudsen. No, wait, victim. Yep. So no victim contact and no return to the Home Depots. What say you, defense?
Judge, I had a conversation with Mr. Scott. I did advise him in reference to count 3, 4, 5, and 6, which are the out-of-county holds. there's really nothing we can do for those offenses. I believe they're from Palm Beach, Indian River County, and Martin County. We're discussing the matters that's here in Broward County in reference to counts 1, 2, 7 through 10.
Hector, is there a microphone? Can you turn the light off? Just, I think there's echo.
The light is off.
Okay.
I'm only going to be asking in reference to count number 2, the robbery offense, which the bond is currently set at $7,500. My understanding is Mr. Scott is looking for more permanent work, but he does understand part-time landscaping. He lives with his uncle. His uncle has a business.
All right, so court will leave all the bonds in place except for count 2. I'll do 5,000, yes?
No, nothing, Your Honor.
No, go ahead.
Your Honor, I see no reason to lower the bond. He's wanted in 3 other counties. One county thinks it's serious enough that he has a no bond hold. Another county finds it serious enough that they've put a $100,000 bond on him, and another county finds it serious enough that they put a $15,000 bond on him. He's already got a pending felony in Broward County. As you can see, this is his MO, going to all these different Home Depots, and now on the second-degree felony, he's alleged of committing violence against loss prevention officers that are trying to stop him from stealing. I think the $7,500 bond is more than fair from Judge Holmes.
All right, well, I disagree respectfully. 5,000, thank you. Wayne Costello. Mr. Costello, you have burglary, unoccupied dwelling unarmed. We need to talk about bond. Count 2 is grand theft between $300 and $5,000. $1,000 bond. Counts 3 through 8 are dealing in stolen property, $3,500 each. Counts 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 are false owner info pawned items, $300 or more, $3,500 bond. Count 15 is grand theft between $300 and $5,000. Court does find probable cause. What say you, State?
Your Honor, I'm asking for a $25,000 bond on count 1. When committing this burglary of a home, he was out on a felony theft in Broward. He's also got prior 07 theft. This is just out of Broward. 97 burglary of a dwelling in Grand Theft Auto, 8-year state prison as a habitual offender. Burglary dwelling 97, 8-year state prison as a habitual offender. 97 dealing in stolen property, 8-year state prison as a habitual offender. 1990 forgery, 7-year state prison. 1990 Grand Theft Auto, 7-year state prison as a habitual offender. In 1989 and 88, 3 separate burglaries of dwellings, 5.5 years state prison.
What say you, Mr. Romero?
Right now he is homeless. He's 55 years old, originally from Massachusetts, but he's been here in Southport for the past 30 years. He does have family, specifically his mother that resides in Delray Beach. From what he advised me, she is retired. Judge, her financial resources are quite limited. She's not going to be able to come up anywhere close to the $64,000 which the state is suggesting. I just ask you to take that into consideration to bring a reasonable bond and reasonable release of this.
There, it just went on for a second.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, you're there.
Beautiful. I'm gonna hang up the phone now, Judge.
Thank you. You're gonna have to have, Mr. Sanders, the address of House of Hope and who the person is and the telephone number. That's what they require. Do you have the day? Do we need a day on here, Ivy? Just put, we just put when House of Hope is available? Hold on a second. Turn that off for a second. What?
The date that House of Hope will pick up, is it on Wednesday?
I have no idea whenever they pick them up.
It's usually Tuesdays, but that's Christmas, so it'd be Wednesday would be the next day.
Did you check with them?
Well, we have to wait, just have to do with James Club, they gave us a date and we put on the portal. So we'll wait until Mr.
No, but I want to sign this now. I'm not going to be here. I'm going to put whenever they're available.
Okay, that works.
Call them up.
I will. I'm currently on the hold on the cell line. I've been on hold for 6 minutes.
Well, you'll probably be on for a long time.
Broward Outreach Center, every time I try to ask anything, it's almost up. Almost up. Almost up. How many beds? Almost up.
Why don't you call the CRC in and tell them what you're having as a problem, and maybe they can help you. That's what they're for. You have the number?
I don't. You have it?
Yeah. What you're calling from, you just don't want to send him for one day. Judge wants to make sure he has a place to live. Where can he live? All right, go ahead, Mr. Romero. Start from the beginning.
Judge, as I said, Mr. Costello, unfortunately, he's homeless. He's been here over 30 years. He does have a mailing address that would be of his mother, who resides in Delray Beach. She's retired on a fixed income. There's no way she's going to be able to afford the $64,000 bond, which the state is suggesting. Right now, he's looking for work. He's not employed. So I'm asking you to take all that into consideration, determining reasonable release conditions for Mr. Costello.
All right, court's going to do $10,000 on one, leave all the rest of the bonds in place, no victim contact, direct or indirect with ER, no return to 385 East 8th Terrace, Deerfield, and no return to the Home Depot at 60 Southwest 12th Avenue, Deerfield Beach. I am going to do a GPS level 2. He's going to have a curfew from 7 p.m. to 6 a.m. Unless, give me one moment, unless he's working. Okay? Thank you, sir. Good luck to you. Yes, Mr. Saunders.
This number is the outpatient.
Michelle, just get me that flyer right there. What's the number you gave him?
954-606-007.
Who's that on the phone? Why don't you ask to speak to Elizabeth Gelpy? Tell him Judge Malika wanted you to call. You're in court. DeJuan Stubbs.
Mr. Stubbs is here present, Judge.
All right, Mr. Stubbs, you have grand theft between $300 and $5,000, $1,000 bond. Count 2 is capious traffic. $500 bond for driving while license is suspended. Court finds probable cause, total bonds $1,500. What say you?
At this time, nothing to add, Judge.
All right, no return, sir, to the Burlington Coat Factory. If you go back there, you will be arrested. Do you understand?
Yeah, ma'am.
Thank you. Shamisi Lee LeBron.
Bonded, Judge.
Thank you. Court finds probable cause. Jerry Wolford.
Mr. Wolford is here present, Judge. I may need to approach him. Mr. Wolford, come on up, sir.
Mr. Wolford, good morning, sir. Good afternoon. You have burglary with assault or battery. Court finds probable cause. Court's going to order no victim contact with Jimmy Dean Wolford. If you have any contact with him, sir, you'll be in violation of the court order. State, what are you seeking? A finding of proof, evidence, presumption, great?
Yes, Your Honor, and holding a no bond, I can advise the court I spoke with the alleged victim. He believes, without a no bond hold, the defendant will continue to go to his home. He's his brother. He's in fear. Your Honor, Mr. Wolford appeared before you last Thursday on a criminal mischief at the same location where he destroyed, and I asked his brother, he damaged his TV, floor fan, dishes, glassware, and blinds. Your Honor, I reward Mr. Wolford and instructed him and ordered him.
What's that case number? I want to pull it up.
One moment. 18-12038 MM10A. You ordered him to have no contact with his brother and not to return to the address.
And he went back there.
Yes, ma'am. I also inquired.
What's his prior history before this?
I'd have to check. He's not from here. He's from Texas. But I can tell you, Your Honor, and because I specifically inquired from his brother if he had property still there. He said no. He already went by there to collect his property. He had nothing, no belongings in that house. There was no reason for him to go back to the home. Was it? Okay. No, I know you. Okay. Out of the state of Indiana, 2008, felony operating a vehicle while intoxicated. Operating vehicle after being a habitual traffic offender. Out of the state of Texas. Possession of marijuana, 2016. Theft, 2013.
So when's the last time he committed a felony?
It's like 2008 out of Indiana.
For what?
Operating a vehicle while intoxicated, felony level, and operating a vehicle after being a habitual traffic offender. Your Honor, I can also advise the court. His brother advised me that Mr. Wolford has threatened him with violence and has been violent with him in the past.
Okay. What say you, defense?
Judge, I think there's more to this than meets the eye. Mr. Wolford is from Texas. He resides in Texas with his mother. Him and his mother had a conversation with the brother, and brother was going through some issues, so they felt best that Mr. Wolford, Jerry, come down from Texas to South Florida to stay with his brother. That's where he was staying. And Judge, right now, for what Mr. Wolford is advising me, he still has some belongings over there. Not a lot, but some clothing. He's 56 years old, been here in South Florida visiting his brother now for probably 10 days or so. He is on disability. He gets about $1,400 a month, and that was the funds he used in order to pay for the airplane fare to get from Texas to here to Fort Lauderdale to visit his brother. Judge, you heard from what the state is saying as far as his priors. It's nothing extensive. It's nothing as serious as as what this charge suggests. Judge, I'm going to be asking you to take those facts into account, and if Your Honor does make a finding of proof evident presumption great, I'd ask the court to consider exercising its discretion and impose reasonable release conditions for Mr. Wolford.
Your Honor has been given two versions from two people. Only one's, they're so completely different that only one really is the truth. So I ask you to consider the reasonableness, Your Honor. One person just got arrested last week for destroying the other person's property. You ordered that person to stay away.
I did.
He claims he still has property there. It's not like this happened the next day when he would have gone to get his property.
It says in here he admitted into going there. He had nowhere else to live.
He said 4 days later, in the evening, he goes back. So it's not reasonable to believe he was going there to get his property. This other individual was well managed, has a home. I spoke with him. I can only tell you, Your Honor, he seems stable to me.
I understand that, but in reviewing the PC affidavit, if I read it correctly, he went in there, I guess, bumped into his brother to the refrigerator,
No,
get a
he
burrito
pushed
out
him.
of the refrigerator. Or he
Didn't
pushed
read
him
it
to get a burrito
Well,
out of the refrigerator.
he caused a sliding glass door to shatter.
To get a burrito.
But then it says Jerry then pushed Jimmy out of his way against Jimmy's will, obtained a burrito from the refrigerator, and fled the residence. I'm not going to find proof evident presumption great. What do you want for a bond?
$15,000. Your Honor, I can tell you right now, the victim is fearful that he's going to go right back to his home.
Okay. Defense?
Judge, we appreciate the court affording Mr. Wolford a bond. Unfortunately, as I said, he's on disability. He gets $1,400 a month. I'd ask you to consider at this time a $2,000 bond with standard pretrial release.
I'm going to do a $10,000 bond. He shouldn't have went back there, but in any event, he did. No victim contact, direct or indirect, with JDW. Maintain 1 mile GPS level 2. And no return to this address at 2009 Northeast 7th Avenue in Wilton Manors. No calling your brother, sir. Thank you. Good luck to you.
Judge, I believe Mr. Wolford wishes to address the court. I did advise him numerous times not to talk about the facts of the case, Judge, but he wants to address the court.
Go ahead.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Yes.
I'm here for one reason only, and I would have never came to your court or your state. My brother is dying of AIDS, and my mother told me to come and check to make sure he was okay. Okay, he's having troubles with it. He's having anger issues, and he's putting this all back on. I came out of my own love for my brother to make sure he was okay. My little brother is caused all this.
All right, sir, I'm sorry. You're going to have to go before your division judge. That's my ruling, and good luck to you and your family, and I'm sorry to hear about your brother. Thank you. Shaka Rudak.
I think he bonded. Let me confirm. Shaka Rudak.
Ivy Shaka Rudolph, bonded? Bonded. Bonded.
Yes.
I wanted to say it first. All right, Michael or Mikhail Griffith.
He bonded, Judge.
Did you find out anything?
CRC, they would refer him and work on giving him 23 hours respite,
Ma'am?
homeless, helpline.
You're welcome.
That's, if they don't have anything
You'll be here? No? You're not coming in tomorrow? Okay.
What's your name again, sir?
John Farrells.
Sorry.
I do want to ask and inquire, are you able to transfer yourself into the van, or are you totally wheelchair bound?
I can't transfer myself into the van.
You can or you cannot?
I can.
Okay, because they said that they don't have.
You have to be ambulatory, in other words?
Yeah, you basically have. Is that? Yeah, you have
I
to be
don't
able
know
to.
if I
You have to be
think
able to transfer into the van without extra requirements, I guess. And that's.
Yes, I can.
You can. Okay.
Yes.
We're gonna try and send you to the central receiving facility, but that's only if you want to go. I told them about the circumstances that are going on in your life and what's happening, and they can link you with services, possibly the homeless task force as well. But they give you 23 hours respite, which is I guess 23 hours to be there, and sometimes they can find other ways to figure out something for you in the in between. But it's kind of just a bunch of resources all in one. So they'll try and link you with that. Do you have any skill specifically to work? Do you have like a profession?
I've worked in the restaurant business most of my life.
Okay. All right, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can refer you. But, so I can enter the order if you want me to, Judge. And they have a couple other people to pick up at 9 p.m. So they said they'd be able to come tonight at 9. Yeah.
Okay. ROR to pretrial. Here's the thing, sir.
Standard, Judge? I'm pretty sure
It's gotta be. He doesn't have a place to live.
true.
Pretrial services is to instruct him before 7 p.m. tonight.
Do you have the paper, Sanchez?
Sure.
Or you know what? We're gonna have to make it 8 p.m. He's gonna have to be released from the main jail. Are we gonna be able to make it? From Conte?
What's the gentleman's name again?
John Farrells.
Okay.
You know what? You gotta do 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. It's too much.
Yeah, of course. That's fine.
All right, so we're gonna do tomorrow morning, sir, because they're not gonna get you to the main jail, and it's just gonna be a problem. So we'll do, for you to be instructed before 8 a.m. at main jail.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Hold on, we're not done.
You're still gonna have. You're still gonna have.
You're gonna have to call in, whether you have a phone or not. You're gonna have to find a way to call in. You're gonna have to call in twice a week. And you're gonna have to report 1 time a month in person.
Okay.
No reporting after court. Can you put that in the order? No reporting after court?
Are you talking to me, Judge?
No, I'm talking to pretrial services. Sir, this is your last chance with me at least. Thank you. Luck to you.
Thank you.
And Deputy, can you give him a map? Thank you.
You want me to give him the public defender that he's gonna have's direct line? I can look it up.
Sure, the deputy could write it down.
Yeah, let me just log in to find out who it is.
All right. Michael Lawrence.
Case here, present, Judge in Maine.
Oh, hold on. Conti, you need to give him the number.
I am.
I'm trying to look his case number up real quick, Judge. 1-8.
All right, as soon as we find it, stay right there. We'll let you know, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Michael Lawrence. How you doing, sir?
Doing good, ma'am. And yourself?
All right, good. We have someone here today?
Ashley, right?
Okay, and you are?
The mother of his child.
Okay.
The number would be 8673. Would be the extension for the secretary, and he's in Judge Lynch. So all numbers are 831, and so it's 8673. He's gonna have to check periodically on the clerk of court
All right, thank you. I'm sorry about that. All right. Okay, so Mr. Lawrence, we have your mother or mother of your child?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't, okay.
I know, it's like mother of child.
Okay. So anyway, you have use, display, etc. firearm during felony, possession of cannabis over 20 grams, possession with intent to sell, manufacture, or deliver cannabis. Both are 1,000. Next two are not for magistrate. Count 6 is driver presents non-current proof of insurance, $100 bond. Court finds probable cause. What say you, state?
Your Honor, based on the amount of cannabis that was recovered and the alleged possession of a firearm, I'd be requesting a $1,500 bond on count 1. What are those bills?
Okay, what say you, defense?
More?
$3,600. So can you afford $360 in bond?
360? I know I have like 2 on me.
They usually round up to 400.
Judge, that's about what I was going to be asking for on count 1. The only thing I was going to ask additional, maybe ROR on count 6, and on the simple possession on count 2, an ROR. So that would have been a total of $2,500, and he believes he has the family can come up with $250 to post his monetary bond. What I'm being advised, he doesn't have an extensive history at all. He lives with his girlfriend. They're raising their 3-year-old child. His girlfriend is working as a receptionist at a call center. Been working there for quite some time, making about $9.50. The judge, they're about $250 is going to be at the top of their limit, so that's what we're going to be asking for, Judge.
Your Honor, I don't have any issue with an ROR on the misdemeanor, the $100 bond, but as far as the 2 cannabis, I mean, they recovered over 600 grams in a firearm. We're not talking about a little bit over 20.
$1,000 on 1, $1,000 on 2, $1,000 on 3, and ROR on 6. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes. Yes. 300. I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Hold on, Michelle. No, that's okay. I hear something. The acoustics in this courtroom are horrible, so go ahead.
Okay, I was basically saying to basically just put down 300 today, go to bondsman, put down 3, and then process it, and then probably in the morning he should be okay.
Yeah, I mean, he should be out by 12, 1 o'clock tonight if you went to a bondsman now. If you go around the courthouse, you'll see them. Or you can Google one, okay? Thank you. There's some on Andrews. They're all over the place. Thank you. Dylan Hone, H-O-E-H-N.
Mr. Hone is here present, Judge. He advised me he has private counsel, Mr. Douglas Rudman, I believe my colleague contacted him. You called him? Okay.
Austin, they're yelling your name. Did you call him?
I don't have his name.
What's his name?
Douglas Rudman, R-U-D-M-A-N? Yes.
We don't have his number.
He's in Boca.
On your prior cases?
We need R-U-D C-M-A-N. Do you have his number?
Has he been on your prior case, sir?
His office is the Rugden Law Group.
That's not what I asked. I said, has he been on one of your prior cases?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You got it?
I can't hear a thing.
Turn the mic off,
You
buddy.
should come and sit here. You can't.
No, I don't have to.
Huh?
We get it here too.
Okay, because I can't hear a thing. I heard 5 and that's all.
561 367 1123.
I think they need some different quality of microphones in here or something. These are just not cutting it at all. Three, 6, 7, 11, 23.
Thank you for calling the law office of
Having
Douglas J.
defective
Russell. Your
equipment,
call
I
is
don't
very
know.
important to us.
I do
Please
not know.
hold while your call is transferred to the next available representative. Thank you for your interest in our firm. Your call is very important to us. Please leave a message, and we will return your call as soon as possible.
Please leave your message after the tone. When done, hang up or press the pound key.
All right, so you want to proceed with the public defender today? We can't get a hold of your attorney. Well, hit the mic. So the only thing I can tell you, sir, is your bond set at $3,500. We can leave him, hit the mic in the middle.
I have another attorney. I can give you his number.
Okay.
His name. Michael Gottlieb.
What's his number?
I don't know about her.
Okay, can you look up Gottlieb? G-O-T-T. Michael. Is he in Fort Lauderdale?
Yes, ma'am.
Scroll down. Did you hit search? My computer's jamming up. Sir, have a seat. Someone's got to look up his number. Otherwise, I'm going to have to reset it for the AM. James Scott. Keepa, maybe you can look up Mr. Gottlieb's number. It's not doing it on my computer.
Okay.
Okay, sir, you have possession of cocaine, $1,000 bond, count 2. It's possess and or use drug paraphernalia. The court does find probable cause. What say you, defense? Excuse me.
Judge, Mr. Scott has advised me, unfortunately, he has no one to post his bond. He is homeless. We're asking the court to consider releasing him on standard pretrial release.
He was ROR'd on the 11th for distributing and delivering cocaine. Final decision has not been made. He pled out a drug paraphernalia late September. 2015 possession of PVP, 2015 possession of PVP.
He was arrested what? Oh, what was the date?
Of the most recent, he was arrested November 8th. He was ROR'd December 11th.
For what though?
Distributing, delivering cocaine.
Okay, anything else?
Judge, the only thing I'm gonna add, I know from what Mr. Lunder's saying, right now he's on straight ROR, so I'm asking him to be supervised, on pretrial release. We wouldn't object as far as a more stringent, or standard pretrial, maybe calling in 3 times a week and maybe reporting in person, 2-person. That's not gonna be a problem for Mr. Scott. He will abide by those terms. He just wants to be able to be released, because he can't call anyone to post his monetary bond.
Well, I'm sorry, but he didn't abide by the last ones I gave him, so. $1,000 bond, thank you. Did we get Mr. Gottlieb's number?
Yes, I gave it to her.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kiefer.
I appreciate your help.
No problem.
Happened with Casanova, did you ever get a notice of hearing?
What number did you say?
954-641. 8122. Is it 641-8129 I gave you?
That's the number.
Yeah, that's the number on.
It's on his website. It's.
What do you have? Because it's not going through. What is it, 462?
Disconnected.
The 1829?
It just disconnects.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one that says online.
Might have issues with their phones right now.
Afternoon, law office.
Michael Gottlieb, please.
And this is an assistant. How can I help you?
Hi, it's Judge Malika calling. You're on speakerphone being recorded. I need to know if he represents a Dylan Hoehn, Hoehn.
He is our client. Let me give you his case number to make sure we're talking about the same case.
No, he's got new charges.
Oh.
That's why he's in magistrate court.
Okay, he's actually in Depot across the street in the 110 building in the state attorney's office.
All right, well, I can either continue this until tomorrow.
Okay.
She has a $2,500 bond, but.
Yeah, I can pay that.
Well, here's the thing. That's why, I understand you, and I'm not trying to push you one way or the other, but, it's either I'm not going to magistrate you and you can bond out on your own, or I could magistrate you and change your bond. So, do you want to waive your right to an attorney just for this, or what would you?
Yeah, I would like to bond out and then hire.
How much time do I have to get Michael over there?
You can actually he can appear by phone.
He's in Depot. I'm going to send him a message to call. Tell me where to have him call you.
We'll call you back and get a number.
Okay, I'm going to send him a message right now and let him know what's going on.
All right, we'll call you back. Thanks.
Thanks.
DeMarcus Francois, have a seat.
Francois? This is the gentleman with the other private attorney, Maha Holman.
Did we ever get a hold of him? Yes, hi, is this Mahi Holman? All right, well, this is Judge Malika calling. You're being recorded. You're on speakerphone. Is she available?
I can try to get her on the line. What case is this regarding?
This is DeMarcus Francois.
Okay, give me one moment, please.
Is it? Make a copy for what? Yeah.
Farrell's.
Why don't you make a copy of the white one?
Farrell's is good.
Hello?
Yes.
I'm trying to reach her cell phone. I'm not getting her at the moment.
Mm-hmm. You want to give me your cell phone and I'll try? If not, we'll have the public defender represent him then, or he can represent himself. Or we can reset it for tomorrow, but I don't think he's going to want me to do that.
Oh, he has court today. 954.
856.
4770.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, sir, we've tried a couple times for this person, so here's the situation. You can either fill out an application, the public defender can represent you for purposes of today. You can represent yourself, which you might make a statement that you might incriminate yourself. You don't have to pay the $50 today. Or we can reset this for tomorrow. What do you prefer? Okay. All right, so you have loitering and prowling, $25 bond. Any special conditions or anything else state?
Well, Your Honor, actually, I'm going to be asking for a $500 bond.
Okay.
First off, Mr. Francois is out right now on a grand theft auto. I'm concerned, based on the allegations, that at the same time there was a reported burglary, he and his co-defendant are seen jumping over an 8-foot fence at the outskirts of the property. And then, one moment, Your Honor. His co-defendant is in possession of a window punch, which is a
know what a window punch is.
I wasn't saying.
I thought you were going to tell me what it was.
Well, I'm just going to say it's a known burglary tool, but not for Your Honor's benefit, just for the record.
Okay, thank you. I thought you were telling me for my benefit.
No.
Okay, what say you?
Judge, in speaking with Mr. Francois, he explained to me as far as why he was going that route. He works at a call center from Monday through Friday. He works the night shift. But Judge, that's going to be for a different day to be argued in front of his assigned judge in contesting this allegation on second-degree misdemeanor. Having said that, Judge, I was just going to ask you to leave the standard bond in place of $25.
All right, I'm going to make it $100. Thank you. Sir, don't go back to that area.
Sure, all right.
offices?
Hi, it's Judge Malika again calling for Mr. Gottlieb.
Hold on 1 second.
I say all the time, I just sit sometimes.
Did you give one to Ivy?
Hi, this is Maria.
Hi, Maria. It's Judge Malika looking for Michael Gottlieb.
Yes, he's in depot. I told him what was going on, and I told him that you would be giving me a call with a number that he could possibly call from.
No. I need his number.
954
Okay,
682
perfect.
0999.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that too.
Hey, come on up, Mr. Hone. Dylan Hone. Come on up. Hi, Mr. Gottlieb.
Excuse me?
Is this Mr. Gottlieb?
No, you have the wrong number.
Sorry.
That was the sequel. That was the sequel.
Oh my goodness. Mr. Hone. Step up, please. Thank you.
It's a fur.
Good afternoon, office.
Never mind. This is hysterical. I bet you he's forwarding his phone. Hi, Michael Gottlieb. It's Judge Malika. How are you?
Good, Judge, how are you?
Little frustrated. We tried to get you 4 times, but it wasn't your fault. Got the wrong number, a couple forwards, but anyway, we have you. So, and we have your client, Mr. Dylan Hone, Hoehn.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, do you want to appear by phone, or do you? I know you're in a depot, or you can come
in a
across
depot.
the street. Whatever better for you.
Yeah, how long are you gonna be in court?
Probably about another half hour.
I think my depot will probably last another half an hour.
All right.
My preference would be to appear in person because I don't have the benefit of reading the police report.
Okay.
Is it possible that if you're ready, would you mind calling me one more time if you're ready to leave, and I'll run over because I just started about 5 minutes ago, and it's a relatively important case. I want to try to get through it if I can.
All right, but here's the thing. I mean, I am going to be leaving in a half an hour.
Understood. I'll talk as quickly as I can.
All right, but if you don't come, I mean,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to
What's the
either.
new charge? May I ask what his new offense is?
Well, I think you can do it by the phone if you want to, but
Okay, sure.
he has
I'll
possession
I'll
of
do it.
forged 10 or more bill notes, $2,500 bond. He has unlawful speed, disobey or avoid a red light, which is not for magistrate, and then he has violate restrictions placed on his driver's license, which is no charge, which means no bond required. So he has a total of $2,500.
Okay, I'm amenable to the court setting bond at $2,500.
Okay. Did you hear that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is there anybody that your attorney can call?
Yeah, he can call my mother if he wants to post my bond for me or pay it, but I can pay it as well if I have the opportunity. But my mom would be best.
All right.
I'll take care of that, Judge. That's okay.
Does he have your mom's number?
No, but I don't think he does. But I can give it right now.
Why don't you give it to me? Do you have a pen? Go ahead.
954 806
806.
6804.
And what's your mom's name?
Melanie.
Melanie.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. That was
Thank you so
easy,
much,
Mr.
Judge.
Gottlieb. You're welcome. Good
Yeah.
luck in your depot.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right, Wayne Black.
Mr. Black is approaching. Come on up, sir.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. So what happened?
No, y'all told me that somebody. No. She's asking for pretrial, I'm assuming, right?
Yes.
The button's sticking, Judge, so now it's on constantly. I'm not gonna let it drop, I just wanted to let the court know the button's on now, it's live. Can't turn it off.
Uh-oh.
No, don't
Why don't you
unplug
call
it.
Craig and tell him? We'll call Craig now and tell him.
Okay.
It's right here.
That's it. Push it.
All right, hold on, mister. They're gonna fix it. Just hang out. Yes. Who said that? Well, can we find out who it was, or? He's not allowed to live there.
They say I'm not allowed to live there? Do you know who pretrial contacted, Judge?
I don't know, but you know what? This gentleman said he was living there, and it's just, I'm not having a lot of faith in what's going on here.
No, I put on everything I love. I was living there. I really stay there. I won't lie about nothing like that. If I wasn't staying there, I would have told you that.
All right, well, you better call your brother, and maybe you could call him Mr. Mr. Romero, and speak to the brother, because I'm not calling the brother again.
No.
And his brother either has a place for him to live that can be verified, or he's not getting out.
I'll get that information from him right now.
Okay,
Thank you, Judge.
thank you.
Y'all will call me back, or I'll have to wait till tomorrow?
Have a seat, Mr. Romero's gonna call in a little bit. Let him call somebody, whoever it is.
Or his brother.
Aren't you gonna call his brother?
Yeah, his brother.
Okay, so let him have a seat.
Mr. Scott been called?
William Perry. What is William Perry? He's a second look.
That is correct, Judge.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good news. He finally got in touch with his wife. His wife, I believe, managed to get the funds together, and she actually went to from what he was told, to a bondsman today. So can we see if his bond's been posted?
$7,500? No, 8,000. Pardon?
It indicates that the bond was posted.
He posted bond.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Good luck.
Good luck, sir.
Ivy, on here, I'm going to write denied, defendant posted bond. Donna Carney.
Miss Carney is here present at that meeting.
Okay, Ms. Carney. You have a lot going on here. You have a lot of electronic monitoring.
That is correct, Judge. My understanding is, she lives with her fiance, Adam. I believe the only thing that's left to be done is for pretrial to speak to Adam, confirm her address, and then she'll be released. And I have Adam's phone number, so whenever pretrial wants to verify it, they can call Adam. They can give Adam a call.
Well, why haven't they called? Today's the 19th.
I just got the information right now, Judge, so.
No, I'm not saying it to you. So when did she got arrested? On the 15th? Well, you know, and I'm not blaming you, but, I mean, this woman was arrested 12/15, it's 12/19, and no one's approached her and asked her how to verify her address. I mean, that's just not right. What's the person's name and number?
Adam, the phone number she gave me is 754-366-0145.
All right, can you call Adam right now, pretrial? 754, you need the number again? Thank you. I'm not blaming you, but, well, I don't know why the paperwork never came. Have a seat, ma'am, we'll be back in a moment.
Thank you.
Shamaya DeFrand. What is she?
It's a motion for release.
Where is she? North Broward? Where is she? Fran.
Paul Ryan?
Paul Ryan is gone. This is unbelievable. She's at Paul Ryan?
Yes.
All right. What's happening with this?
It's going to be an ROR, but it's a bird bat, so
All
I don't
right,
need her
I
on
want to
there.
get them then. Yeah, hi, it's Judge Malika, magistrate. We need somebody. They didn't bring them.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Your
Do you
Honor.
have her arrest number? 561. Yeah? Thank you so much. Hit the thing, let's see where she is. No, you hit their name. Where is she? What does it say? C? Oh, You need to look at the ROR docket and make sure that it went to everybody, because this is starting to happen again all the time. That's not the ROR, is it? There's a thing that says 3040.
Yeah. Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
This was a little.
I cannot hear you.
An email got sent out this morning by the PD's office, so it wasn't like it didn't go out with the regular.
No, I know, but
No, I'm just saying the reason they might not have received it is because it didn't go out with them at the original time.
all right. Who is the?
And it's.
Send me that email because I
Well-
want to send it back and tell them they can't do this anymore. I don't want Jackie Powell having this problem.
And just to let, I will, but just to let you know, they sent it out as a courtesy because I guess Ms. DeFrand is not being represented by the PD, and it's her, I think, 40th day. So.
Hello.
Hello, Deputy McElmore, Paul Ryan.
Hi, it's Judge Malika.
Hi.
All right, so we need Shamaya DeFran. Do you want? She's in C2. Do you want her arrest number?
Yes.
561-800-874. Is there anybody else that's in Paul Ryan that anybody knows?
I don't
On the
believe
docket?
so.
Which one is she?
No,
You gotta find this lady's name.
from what I can tell, all the remaining cases are at Maine.
All right, so that's all we need. Can you have them bring them to magistrate court?
And what's her last name again, the spelling?
DEFRAND. First name is Shamaya, SHA Maya, MAYA. Shamaya DeFrand.
Okay, give us a
She's
couple
in
minutes.
she's in C2, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. She's on the regular docket. 'Cause that's what it seems to be. Where is her name when they sent it this morning? What time?
It was like a little, like quarter after 7.
Who was it? Well, you had Leslie Muncie. Division Emmett. We have this defendant was not brought to court. Do we have that defendant? Did she just have the one? He's not brought to court. He's not brought to magistrate court to speak.
It's not turning off.
Did you call Craig?
Hey, Pat, yeah.
We're having such technical difficulties.
But it's not turning off. Yeah, Steve's right. And I press a button and it doesn't do anything. Okay, I can, let me see where's the plug. Hold on. I see it.
This is Austin. We only have people at the main jail left? Never mind.
Nope, still, I'm turning on. Yeah, I'm pushing it, but it's still the red button's still lit. Oh. To tell you the truth, I don't see buttons on the bottom of the microphone. It says output level, high, medium, low, where you can fit in a screwdriver. There's an arrow. Can we see the arrow? Where's it? Yes, if it's small, my vision is bad because I can't see it. Can you see? Do you see an arrow on here? Maybe your eyes have... An arrow. Do you see a small arrow?
Everybody's laughing.
No, we don't see a small arrow on the bottom of this.
Gosh.
It's staying where it's working, so we can set the Z, but it's just on. That's all. All right, thanks. Bye. He's gonna. He said. He advised he's gonna have to order a new one or get a new one.
All right, so you're going to have to be careful with your clients' conversations.
I know.
All right. All right, we're going to go to Paul Ryan for 1 moment. Okay, Shamia DeFrond. Hi, ma'am. How are you? Are these the only cases that she has?
Yes, Your Honor. We have now filed an information. Ms. DeFrond, I believe it's 40 days, so she's entitled to automatic release. Your Honor, I can advise the court there was a no contact order previously issued for the alleged victim, Yolanda Voltaire, with a V.
All right, ma'am, do you understand what's going on? Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, I'm sorry. There's something wrong with the mic at the main jail. It doesn't allow us to cut off. But in any event, I'm going to release you ROR. You can't have any contact with Yolanda Voltaire. All right? Go to the phone to the left. The public defender is going to call you. Mr. Sanders, call her up. Just tell her this doesn't mean that they're not going to file the charges.
Sure.
That she needs to keep her address up to date. Just have a seat. I'll call you in a minute.
Oh, I see.
If you could call her now.
Sure.
Thanks.
This is Paul Ryan. 023.
Don't we really have people? I'm not getting involved. And tell her, Austin, there's no contact and no return.
Sure, I just object to that because it's ROR, but I understand the court's concern.
I know you do, but if she does it, she's in violation of the court order.
Well, see, if I object to it and she's in violation to it, if I object, then I can maybe have it stripped off in habeas corpus. So that's why I'm just doing it for the record.
Okay.
Okay.
No problem.
All right.
But tell your client not to return there and no contact.
What's your last name? How you spell it? And what's your first name?
Give me a moment, I'm just writing out an order.
No problem, Judge.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah. I think I have a little bit more information with Wayne Black, Judge.
Okay.
I've spoken with his brother. Unfortunately, at this time, things aren't going to be able to be worked out with his brother, but he gave me the phone number of his sister, Kia Black, and she may be open to having Wayne, her brother, live with her. So if I could provide the name and phone number to pretrial, and then they on their own could go ahead and verify, and hopefully things work out.
Satellite clerks as well.
Go ahead.
The pretrial, his sister's name is Kia, K-I-A, Black, and the phone number is 786
it was found that you
521 4796.
So you're not going to have an attorney, so when you come to court, you're going to have to reapply, or you're going to have to ask the judge to do something over it, okay? All right. No contact, check on the court dates, okay?
Just call him right now. She left a message. That's what I do.
What's the day?
Persistence pays off. Huh?
I'm going Friday, yeah.
Now we just have to wait.
I'm going Friday.
If not, speak to him about an alternate place to live. It keeps going straight to voicemail, so maybe, I don't know, sir. You're going to have to try your sister.
Okay, and I'll write down the phone number so he can continue trying to call here.
All right. Thank you, sir. Good luck to you.
Go that way. I'm going to give you a phone number.
Donna Corney.
There's people. No, there's people that do.
Donna Corney.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Yes. She's good? Where's she gonna go live? So this is the second look, so am I gonna deny this? Defendant?
I think you don't have to, my guess is you really don't have to take any action
I'm
because
gonna put,
she's gonna get released on the original conditions.
okay, I'm gonna put defendant is being released on original conditions, right?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you very much.
Yes, for both. She had two cases, a 17 and an 18.
I don't have it. What's her name?
Donna.
Oh, yes, okay. Here, just write the same thing in for that. Thank you. And you just cross out ROR and write second look. John Farrell's we did, Terrell Bennett we did, Donna Carney we did again. Second case, Aaron Spencer.
Mr. Spencer is here present at main judge and he is approaching.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Judge, if my math is correct, he's being held on a total of $7,025. He's been in custody since December 15th. I believe the magistrate judge was Judge Murphy. Right now, unfortunately, Mr. Spencer is homeless. However, he does have a mailing address. It would be his mother, who resides in Lauderhill, where he can receive future court notices. The good news is he managed to obtain employment. He says he works at Taco Bell, and he just got the job about a week and a half ago, and he's making $8.50, Judge. There's no one that's going to be opposed his monetary bond. We're going to be asking the court to consider releasing him on pretrial release.
Your Honor, I would be objecting. I'm looking at the reports. Judge Murphy set the bonds at $1,500 per count on the 4 separate burglaries. He looks like he broke into 2 separate businesses, one being National Marine Suppliers on November 29th.
All right, I'm gonna deny the motion. Let him go before his division judge. He's got a lot of charges here, so it's without prejudice. Thank you, sir.
I understand.
Last one is Willie Johnson.
Yes.
Mr. Johnson is here, Judge, and
How you doing, Your Honor?
Good.
I believe Your Honor was the magistrate judge. I believe we heard Mr. Johnson's case this past Monday. If memory serves me correctly, he's being held on a $2,500 bond, which has been posted, and on an Elmo with the GPS. And the problem is the residence, as far as verification, Judge. He's homeless. There's no place that he can stay right now, period. Right now.
I have to be on federal and open bar.
Judge, from what he advised me, he has to register every month.
Which I do.
And which he doesn't register, he's opening himself up to a charge. So there's an inherent interest on his part.
That's not true.
He's in the jail.
If you can't be charged, you're not going to get charged if it's physically impossible to register.
No. What I'm saying is, right now, because he needs an address, he doesn't have an address. So I'm asking him to be released pre-trial. So therefore, he's going to be, what I'm asking him is to be supervised. And I know he's not going to have an address, and I believe probably that's the state's concern. That's the court's concern, because you guys, the court and the state's not going to know where he is. But we are going to know where he is, because inherent in his, basically, obligations is to register every month. And that's my point. And if he does it, he's opening himself to charge. I know once he's in custody, he doesn't have to register. I mean,
Hector, is he
I don't know why.
Hector, is it a career criminal, or
Your Honor.
what is the registration?
No, it's the other.
Okay.
And Your Honor, that was his requirement in 2012 when he was convicted of failing to register and placed on 7 years habitual offender probation.
Do you have a job, sir?
Yes, I wash cars.
Do you think you'd be able to? You think you'd be able to pay rent at some place?
No, I can't live at a place. I've been transit since 2015.
I know, but I know a place that would has some zoning that would maybe, if they're open, able to accept you, but you'd have to be able to pay.
Yeah, we didn't try. Me and my wife.
$1,700 on him.
Huh?
When they arrested him.
Okay.
That's right. I save up my. Oh,
yeah. Don't talk about the facts.
Okay. No, just 1 second.
So, all right. He's got to go somewhere. So you tell me.
Is that money in BSO property?
I have no idea.
No, City for Lauderdale took it.
Okay, so I guess it's been confiscated.
Was it with? Okay, confiscated. Okay.
He can go get a job.
Right. I don't know. I'll call. I'm gonna call around a couple places while you're doing this.
What's the last one? So, have a seat.
He says he actually knows of the place. Go ahead and send.
We can hear you.
Oh.
Even from over there. Serious. So I wanted to know.
She's gonna punch him.
What? I can't hear you. Well, it was. We brought it. That's theirs. And where's the key for that?
I mean, it's a great story, but she's gonna punch him.
Broke it. There was 2 of them. No, I'm talking about over here. No, it was for this one. Tell me. Huh?
She's gonna put him up with this.
what is this?
Still here tomorrow. No.
Are you calling? We have another microphone here. This is pretty cool. Okay.
So my load, I got invited.
Did you pay? I paid.
No, but Jenny invited me. She said
Probably
I have
thinks
to
you
go.
paid.
No, she knows who paid.
Mhm.
She knows who paid money.
The name's on the list.
You think Sal paid? He goes every time.
Goes to every single one.
I'm at the same level.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. You're close.
What did you do? Send.
I don't know if you hear what's being discussed.
You don't want to
It's
know what she
ridiculous.
that's why he didn't answer you.
No.
Did the program confirm for Terrell, Austin?
Did you get the Magna card?
I did.
What's that over there? All right, that's ours.
So you replace one vowel with another. Right?
You could use the mayor's card for Josephine.
What's that?
What? Sure.
Okay. Yeah, let's see. On time?
Yeah. It's not due till I just got it.
Why did you?
I was shopping and a lady told me if I want to apply, and I said no, and so he applied. So then he ended up applying right away, and then
First couple of years, he's going to get himself in a lot of trouble.
I'm not gonna move away.
Oh, yeah, her dream. Live with her in-laws.
What's wrong with that? Something for my aunt.
What?
My aunt's gonna be at the convention Friday.
Tina.
Yes, I did. Yes, you did.
Hi.
One doesn't have availability, the other one can't.
No, seriously.
No, leave that. You can take the coffee. That's what I want to. Okay, so what do you want to do? You want to reset this for tomorrow?
Friday, Judge. I'll be here Friday. So just so you know, I reached out to 2 different places. One is called
Are you
Spalding.
gonna be here Friday?
I will. Spalding is in West Park. She says they only have 4 available beds, that they're all taken there at that location, but they do accept people that need to register. So we'd have to check back, but that one's a no-go. There's another place called Project SOAR that is zoned as well. It's a one-time $75 processing fee, and then it's about $125 to $150 a week. That is in Fort Lauderdale, a couple addresses, but he hasn't answered the phone. So we're gonna try and call him again Friday and see if he has availability, okay? But would you be able to afford that, sir? If you'd be able to.
The initial $75 and then,
I tell you what, I don't mind sitting here. I just miss Christmas with my kids. I really just go in front of my judge. For real. I really go in front of my judge.
Okay, have a nice one.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
sorry
Okay,
about that.
forget it. Okay, so denied.
Alright. Hello, Judge. See you tomorrow, Judge.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. You want us to stay here a little bit?
What was that, guys?
You know what? I have a piece I just found in my drawer over here.
What was the last guy's name?
Looks pretty fancy.
Oh, I think that's a microphone. Yep. Same microphone.
But it doesn't have the on and off button here.
Oh, okay. I'll come down and pick that up.
Well, maybe you can use this over here instead of this big mic. I don't know.
That's actually a better mic over there, Judge, for you.
It is for this?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll leave it out. You can do whatever you want with it. Or I'll leave it in the drawer.
Great.
Make sure there's a microphone upstairs for the jurors. All right, so bring that up, bring the cart down. Okay. And then you can take the other thing. All right.